Interesting facts about drop fishes. The world is full of strange animals, some even seem taken out of the stories. Have you heard of the fish blot or drop fish? He was awarded with the title of the ugliest animal in the world in 2013. The Cycrolutes marsidus, better known as fish blur, it's a fish with a peculiar texture who lives in depths of the ocean, where the pressure is tens of times higher than that on the surface. That is why, its appearance on the surface is that of a strange gelatinous mass, very unattractive to the eye. It is an endemic species from Australia and can be found in the depths between the coasts of this country and Tasmania, between 600 and 1200 meters. As it lacks muscles, it feeds on edible matter that floats in the water, preferably crustaceans of the seabed. They are not very active. In fact, most of the food, sea urchins, mollusks and crustaceans, simply floats next to them. This deepwater fish simply pick and choose what to eat. Drop fish are often caught in trawl nets, what makes it an endangered species and is currently in danger of extinction. The fish is really ugly, if we see it out of the water, but the truth is that in its true environment it does not look so bad. The change of appearance is due to the pressure, since out of the water, the air pressure is lower and the fish becomes more gelatinous and somewhat deformed. Perhaps the fish blot is a creature quite inactive by its physical characteristics. The fish has no bones, no teeth. Therefore, it is impossible to take a bite. This makes it a harmless animal, although its appearance on the outside is a bit scary or at least shocking. As we told you, the fish blot lives deep, and due to the inhospitable environment in which its existence develops, it has not yet been widely studied. Scientists still do not know how long they live and many details about their way of life and evolution. At the moment when the fish blots the surface, its consistency becomes even more gelatinous and dies, which does not allow it to reach a plate in good condition, but to be honest, who would want to try it? Its appearance is not too appetizing. Although very little is known about the reproduction of the blubber, apparently the female lays hundreds of small pink eggs, and both she and her companion they take care of them by protecting them with their bodies until they hatch. If you think about it, it makes sense, because it is the safest method in an environment where there are no plants or hiding places to protect them. Due to the pressure where he lives, the fish does not need to have a swim bladder to float and swim, his gelatinous body allows it without any problem. The fish blot or drop fish is an animal that prefers loneliness, rather than moving in groups like other fish do. It is difficult to find them together, so it is still more mysterious how they should reproduce and how long they can live. Undoubtedly, this fish is an enigma. If you look at this creature from the side or from behind, then the fish resembles the most ordinary, unremarkable fish of a brownish, and often dull pink, soft color. The fish has a short body that tends to taper towards the tail. The tail part is distinguished by the presence of small outgrowths that resemble spikes, if you look at the creature from afar. Drop fish, like most deep-sea fish, has a large massive head, just a huge mouth, fleshy lips. All this array goes into a short torso. This array is complemented by still small dark eyes that are deeply planted. In addition, a large, slightly flattened outgrowth, resembling a human nose, flaunts on her physiognomy. Because of this particular appearance structure, the fish is also called the sad fish. This representative of the ocean depths grows up to a maximum of half a meter, while having a weight of no more than 12 kilograms, so it does not reach the ocean monsters. On the body of a drop fish there are no scales familiar to fish. In addition, the fish is completely devoid of muscles, although there are still fins, otherwise how would the fish be able to move in the water column? Its consistency is such that it is more like a serving of jelly, which rests on a plate. A jelly-like substance is produced by a special organ. The fact that the fish lacks scales and muscles can be attributed to the advantages of a unique creature. The fact is that moving at such a depth requires the expenditure of strength and energy. Therefore, The fish is always in ambush and waiting for something edible to swim into its huge mouth. It will soon be 100 years since the world learned about this fish. Interesting to know. To date, it has been established that the dropfish prefers to stay motionless in the water column, moving mainly due to ocean currents. The natural habitats of the dropfish are associated with the depths of the Indian, Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. Most often, this fish is found off the coast of Tasmania and Australia.